These lights are so bright in my eyes that I can't see too many people out there. But I can only see the black ones. I can't see any white ones, you see? That's how far I've come. That's how far I've come. That's a long way, isn't it? The mugshot, we've all seen the mugshot. And you know who embraced it more than anybody else? The black population. It's incredible. You see black people walking around with my mugshot. You know, they do shirts and they sell them for $19 a piece.
You know, this revolution is filled with so many ironies, really. First, you tell us that it is manly to keep your word, right? If you are a man, you keep your word. And now all of the black people in this country are demanding, and even the black people in the whole world are demanding, is that you keep your word. You told us we were free. Well, then show us that we're free. You told us that there is justice, equality for all in this country. Well, then stick to your word and let us see the justice and equality for all. Or else admit to us that you're not a man, you're a worm, you're afraid of us, you're afraid to give us equal stand. You're afraid that if you give us equal ground, that we will match you and we will override you.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
In my mind.
Your ass is next.
Oh, there they go. There they go.
I know that ain't who I think it is. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Nobody coming to see you. Ain't nobody coming to see you.
You want, baby, but you will not feel the freedom of black folks. It's coming. We're going to get it. We fought every one of your damn lousy wars, baby, and you give us nothing. Now the war is going to be here, but we're going to be free. Now you kill you want to, but we kill too.
Negroes, do your duty.
That's all I ask. That's all I'll ever ask. Just do your duty. if you got a job, do the job. And I'm speaking solely to, look,
Negroes, do your duty.
I'm always going to put the onus on us to do for us. Always. It's not that other people shouldn't do for us. It's not that other people don't owe us, but I'm always going to put the onus on us to do for us. And if you don't like that, then please stop watching this stream now. Please stop watching this stream now. If you don't believe, as a Black man, as a Black woman, you should do for Black people, please stop watching this video right now. I want to see the numbers drop. I only got a few of y'all in here. I want to see the numbers drop. I want to see y'all drop off. I want to see y'all stop listening now, because I don't want anybody in here that is not supposed to be here. All right. I don't want to be singing, "How did you get here?" Your ass ain't supposed to be here. Because if you don't believe what I believe and believing in Black folks giving to Black folks, rightfully, we deserve to do that for one another rightfully. I'm not telling you just to give ignorantly. I'm telling you to give rightfully. So let me get that straightened out early. Because some people believe we should just give just because we are Black. No. Did I say no? Yeah, I meant no. We do not just do just because we do. We do for a purpose. We do to move the needle. If what you're doing is not moving that individual or those individuals or that collective's needle, what you doing it for? You're just doing it for sport? You're doing it to make you feel good? You're doing it so you can take videos, you can take a selfie, make yourself feel good? Because I know a lot of y'all do that. A lot of y'all be getting in these pictures, these videos, and I don't see nothing else. I don't see nothing else but pictures and videos of just what y'all doing. But y'all not really doing that because y'all taking pictures with each other. Take some pictures with the people that you say you helping. I don't really like that. That ain't really me. I mean, I don't have to take a picture of somebody. If I give somebody some money on the street, if I buy somebody a sandwich or something like that, you don't see me hey, man, I just bought him a sandwich. Hey, hold up your sandwich. Hold up your sandwich. But a lot of y'all like to do that. Just do it, man. Just do it. Just do that. Nobody needs to know your stats. Especially when you really not showing any stats. You saying something, but we don't see you doing nothing. That's so prevalent in our community. So if you here for it, please be here for it. Because I'm ready to say a farewell to welfare as we know it. As we know it. A farewell to welfare as we know it. I think we done got out of pocket with this thing, and I think it's now, instead of being used as a stair step to solvency, a stair step to freedom, I think we're imprisoned by the welfare system. And some of it's systemic, but some of it's self. So I want to talk about that tonight, if you don't mind. Got a few people up in the room. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate my numbers actually being in a double figure early. We don't generally get there early. You know, it takes a while for the room to swell up to a couple tunk games, you know, maybe 2 spades tables. But, you know, I'm showing 18 on my screen. And I don't know who else is out there, Twitter land. You know, I don't know where you're coming in from, whether it be Facebook or YouTube. It don't even matter. I know you listening. I know you listening. I must be getting traction. I must be getting traction. Boy, we've had some naysayers of late. They say you ain't got no traction. I'm like, shit, motherfucker. I am traction. I am traction. If you knew what your mama and your daddy knew, you'd know I was traction or I am traction. And you'd leave me the fuck alone. But where I am at this stage in the game, I'm going to call shots. I'm going to call shots. I've never been afraid to speak my mind, but where I'm speaking my mind from, the perspective I'm speaking my mind from now, it's not to belittle. It never actually is to belittle anyone. When I see you doing wrong, I want you to do right. But some things are going to be humbling, and some things you're going to look in the mirror and be like, damn, he was talking about me. He was talking about me. And if that's the case, then let's correct it. If you don't know how to correct it, then get help correcting it. If I can help you correct something, let me help you correct something. Because my job is not to be out here to humble you and hurt you. My job is to be out here to where if you are humbled, let me help you. Because my job isn't even to humble you. I just know that I'm going to say some humbling things from time to time. What up, Free? So where I'm at now, I've seen in my years of understanding what welfare or food stamps, ADC, Section 8, all this stuff, since I've known what it was and could understand what it was, I've always looked at it as like, okay, how does somebody get on that? And also how does one get off of it? Because if you've made your way to that landscape, how do you get off that landscape? I've always wondered that. My good brother Donald, what's going on, brother? How you doing tonight? Hopefully my audio is clear. Hopefully everything came in clear early for the folks who got here early. Appreciate y'all jumping in here early. Well, I was probably late. Y'all might have just been kind of anticipating. Sorry about that. I had to pause it. I think 2 times for 5 minutes, twice. That's 10 minutes. Appreciate y'all hanging in there. You could have been anywhere else in the world tonight. Maybe not, but sounded good, didn't it? I'm in a space now where I once was, where I wanted to know how people got on it and how would they get off of it. But now I'm looking at, we gotta reassess some things, because I know that there's people out here who need welfare. I get it. They need the financial assistance. They need the food assistance. I get it. So I'm never going to say, you need to just get off that and starve. That ain't me. That ain't never going to be me. But from where we've come to where we are now, I think we need to rethink some things. I think we need to reassess some things. We need to re-strategize. We need to refocus. That's why I put that in there. Refocusing is a must. I think things have become ridiculously blurry for some of these people that receive benefits, and they don't look at it as help. They actually look at this as income. They don't understand that they are in a system. Well, maybe they do understand, but they don't act as if they are in a system. And for many of the people who are in this system, the only reason they are in this system is because they have small children or children under 18. I believe you receive the benefits up until a child is 18. So when you have a child that's under 18 and you're getting these benefits, you're going to get them regardless until that child turns 18. What you do around getting that assistance is all up to you. But if you don't do anything around the assistance you get, then you probably are going to live at a subsistence level. And there's people that get housing assistance. They don't pay anything for their residence. They get help with their utilities, so they don't pay any lights or gas or anything like that. Then they get food assistance, so they're all their food's paid. So what exactly are they paying for? Where's their skin in the game? And for some of us, the skin in the game that you have in the game is the skin that you actually produce, and that is a child. That's your skin in the game. Causes you to qualify for all of these situations, whether it be food, whether it be housing, whether it be utilities, whether it be cash assistance. You producing that child creates a revenue source. And without that child, you would not get that revenue source, that at least that amount, because I've seen people without children get some assistance. But we're speaking to the people whose assistance is basically created off of them creating a child. And then you have folks that have multiple children, and the numbers just continue to climb. Every child you have, the more money they put on your bridge card, or you give you food stamps and all that stuff. They're not going to give you more housing assistance unless you have to move, unless you outgrow what you're in. And I've seen people move from 2 bedrooms to 3 bedrooms to 4 bedrooms because they just kept having children. Or if they were not able to get something as large as a 4-bedroom, you got kids sleeping in the basement, you got kids double, triple, quadrupled up in the bedrooms. And for women that get these benefits, say we're without, because they're definitely not where they used to be with men and women residing together. Because I've seen some married couples actually get housing assistance or food assistance. I've seen that. So they ain't coming to check to see if you got a size 13 up under your bed anymore. No, he's just got to go in the book. When y'all got to fill out that book, y'all fill out that book still? I don't know if you fill out the book. I done seen people fill out the book. Y'all fill out that book. You gotta put that person in there. That person's got to be listed in there so he can be accounted for. Back in the day, he couldn't be accounted for. He had to be gone. And there couldn't be no remnants of him around there. Welfare helped destroy the Black family. It tried to make Black women seem as if they didn't need a man in the house. And some bought into that situation. Hell, some are still buying into that situation. And I'm not talking about a woman that doesn't have a man, because a woman may have a woman. But they tried to make it seem as if women could do this all on their own. They put her in that superhero stance. They're always trying to make us the big bad Negro until the big bad Negro gets tired of being treated like the big bad Negro. Hey, calm down. What's the problem? That's what we get. Hey, why are you so angry? Why are you so angry? Because you've been fucking with us for over 400 years. It's a little pent up frustration there, pal. But I'm not just blaming the welfare system for destroying the black family. The black family was destroyed, and there were a lot of elements that came with that. A lot of elements came with that. And the promising of all of the resources coming from the government, only if the black man disappears. You got to understand, what are you saying at that point to a woman who's produced 2, 3, 4 kids with this man? Now you're telling her, we're not going to allow this man to stay in the home to help you raise the kids. So you've got to raise the kids on your own, and he's got to be gone for you to be able to get this resource so you can be on the government's titty. Because that's what they want. They want you to be immobilized by being subsidized. And some people bought into that. Some people bought into it all the way. There are many people that use it as a stepping stone, but I know multiple generations of people who've had assistance. And I don't see where they're going to ever get off of it at this point. They might have had an opportunity. They may have gotten off of it temporarily. But to see people from back in the 70s and the 80s and those families that were subsidized, highly, if not fully subsidized, and to see now their offspring and their grand offsprings subsidized, that's crazy to me. What are we doing here? Why can't we get off our knuckles? But one of the main things that I think, because I always look from the inside out, we've got to make a change ourselves. We understand the systems that are at play that help disable us, or hell, enable us. Because for some, this is enabling. The welfare system is enabling to some. To others, it's disabling. To a collective, it's crippling. Hopefully you're following me here. To some, the welfare system is enabling. I believe it's disabling. But as a collective, it's crippling. Because if you don't have resources, your own resources, if you only can live based on what someone else gives you, you are captive. You are not free. You are not free if someone else is responsible for your existence. And I know a lot of people think they're free. Most people think they're free when they get paid. When they get their check, that's probably when we mostly feel free, right? You got a pocket full of money, or you got a bank account full of money, or whatever. You feel free. It's the same thing. It's how people feel when they get their bridge cards loaded up. Used to be a book of food stamps. When you get all your food assistance and your cupboards and your refrigerators are full, felt like $1 million. You had no worries. I can feed my family. My rent's paid, been paid. Got a couple coins in my pocket, a little monetary assistance that I might get from the government. Everything's good. Life is good. And that's on the first, second, or third. But once you get around to like the 13th or the 14th or the 23rd or 24th, shit starts getting tight. But what you're waiting on is the first. You're waiting on the first. So you can be free again for 7 to 10 days. I prefer my freedom come 28 to 30 days a month. How about that? Average. We got some months that are 30, some are 31. Then we got, February, which is 28. So I'm not going to take less than 28. I want at least February's worth of freedom every month. Can I get February? But I'd prefer, 30. And if it's a 31-day month, I'd prefer 31 days. I'd like all my freedom to come at one time. I just don't need a few days of freedom a month. And there's been times where I've had 30 to 31 days of freedom every month. Things were good. And boy, there's been some times where I literally looked at the calendar every single day. Not because I was subsidized, because I've truly only been in possession of a bridge card by law myself one time. And it was like at the coercion of my ex-wife, because she felt like I could get a bridge card because I had my daughter and I had custody. I'm like, I can't get no bridge card, because I never looked at it like that. I never looked at me as a man who worked. Never looked at it like I could get a bridge card. And then one day I just got to the point where she got on my nerves so bad, I went down and I sat at DHS. 3 hours. If I didn't sit there 3 hours, I didn't sit there a minute. And then I got brought into a little small cubicle area. Brought in this small cubicle area. A little small to me because I was biggest house. I'm still a large man now, but I'm nowhere near where I was. I mean, I was out there. And we went through this whole Q&A situation. I had never been dealing with no welfare. I'm trying to tell you. I was just like, what's going on here? I filled out this long application, brought all that paperwork, brought, my pay stubs and all that, told her my situation, gave her my story. I'd had my daughter, at that point, it was probably like 8 years, I think. I'd had her on my own, no help from her mother. You go through all that shit. You got to tell them everything. You got to tell them everything for them to give you nothing. And after all that, doing her calculations and things like that, she gave me one of them little cards. That card, and it didn't even say nothing on the front. It had a number, but it didn't say nothing on the front. She gave me one without my name on it. And later I got one mailed to me that actually had my name on it. And I just lost that thing a couple years ago. I used to keep it as a self-souvenir. She loaded $81 onto that card. $81 onto the card after her doing her calculations and things like that. And I was like, wow. I sat here for 3 hours and almost probably another hour in her cubicle to walk out with a cool $81. And it was some change too. It was like $81.62. Like she did some real crackpot calculations, broke it all the way down to the penny. And I'm like, to me, it was a demoralizing thing because, like I said, I did it just because I got tired of hearing my ex-wife's mouth. When she was my wife at the time, she's my ex-wife now. I just got tired of hearing her mouth about it. So I did that. He did that. Shit. I mean, it was demoralizing sitting up in there. And then it was even more demoralizing to have somebody hand me a piece of plastic to tell me the $81.62, something like that. I'm pretty sure it was $81.62. That number's coming out. If it wasn't $81.62, then y'all probably need to play that in 4 digits or something. I don't know. Play it straight in box, and if you hit, I'll give you my cash app because I want my taste. Don't hit no number that I give you the number and don't give me my taste. I'm just trying to tell you. I need mine. I'm play it midday and night. Don't tell me you played it in the midday and then it comes out at night. You didn't play it at night and then you hit and then don't try to tell me because then, all right. Because I know if you hit, you're going to post it on Facebook. Well, that's okay. I'm in that kind of a mood tonight, so I'm gonna be here with it. But yeah, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need a little part of that if you hit. If you hit it straight, I'll come get it. Don't even worry about Cash App and that. If you hit it straight, I'm gonna go on and come get mine. But if you just hit it in the box, you didn't catch it all the way, you can Cash App that. You can Cash App. It's all good. So, but that was my experience dealing with it. And like I said, I never, that might've went on like 2 months. I forgot you gotta like re-up on the thing or whatever. You gotta, follow some instruction. I never followed that shit. It got loaded up a couple of times and I was done. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. And we got the one that had my name on it. And I think I just gave that one to my ex-wife. And because the one I ended up having that I kept for years, it was the original one and didn't have a name on it. Didn't have my name on it. I think I gave her that one, but it was what it was. But where this situation has gotten us and what we knew at one time, if you were on welfare, there weren't any luxuries with food. I mean, primarily, it came in cans or no brand packages from what we knew. It came in cans and no name packages. I mean, hell, they even literally had an aisle or sections to where it was like, if you was on welfare, this was where you shopped. You didn't get no name brand shit. You qualified for the generic labeled products. That's it. That's what you got. What are you doing over there by that cooler where that milk is? You get over here and get you a box of milk. Powder. You going to get you a box of milk. Oh, you had another baby? Oh, you qualify for 2 boxes of milk now. No, you're not going to get none of that fresh stuff in the cooler over there. You qualify for a box of milk. I wonder if they gave you a free measuring cup back then. I don't know. But that's what you got. There were no luxuries with the game. Food was literally food. And I know for some people might not understand this or might not know this, but I ain't got to lie. It was what it was. People inboxing me and shit. They'll be letting me know they don't listen. They don't listen to the message. When they start sending me jokes and shit and messaging me and shit, they ain't listening. I'll listen to the shit after I'm done, but right now I kind of got something going on right now. That's what happens when you're really not a big deal, They don't ever bother me when they be listening to Professor Black Truth and shit. I know people be watching and listening to them people. I'm gonna start calling them when they watching their lives. What you doing, dog? What's popping? Just disrupting their shit. But yeah, food was literally as straightforward as you was gonna get. I mean, you wanted some cereal, you got some corn flakes. You got some cornflakes. You got some cereal. You want some Frosted Flakes? Then you pour some sugar over that cereal. If you wanted Frosted Flakes, you poured sugar on the corn flakes because you wasn't getting no Frosted Flakes. You wasn't getting no Tony the Tigers. You didn't qualify for Tony the Tigers. You qualify for them corn flakes. Now, I don't see no sugar in that picture, but, oh, is that sugar that's laying down? What's that laying down right there? I see flour standing up. But when you start talking about, I mean, just as plain as it can get, too. Look right there in front, peanut butter. That ain't no Jif. That ain't no Skippy. That's peanut butter. That's it. That's the name of it. Peanut butter. Got applesauce. That ain't Del Monte. That ain't Mott's. It ain't organic either. It's applesauce. Period. Look behind that bag that's laying down. Grape drink. Grape drink. You know, it's probably concentrated, you know, to where you could add some water to it and add some sugar to it and stretch it. Grape drink. Vegetable shortening. Just lard. Just lard. This is all government issue. The government is behind this program. They give you this, and you go get that. They're like, if we give you this, you go to the store and get you some food. But now, it's 2024. And when they give y'all this, y'all motherfuckers is coming up with this. Yeah. Y'all coming up. Y'all do what they say. Y'all doing the most. Y'all doing the most.
What did you say, nigga?
I didn't get that audio on yet. Let me get that right. I was supposed to come in. I was supposed to come in a little bit more hyped than that. I was supposed to come in a little bit more hyped than that. Y'all in a situation now when they give you these stamps, y'all don't go get this. Y'all go get this.
What did you say, nigga?
There we go. Look, y'all, I'm in rare form tonight, so bear with me. Bear with me. I am not saying there's anything wrong with crab boils, seafood boils. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them. Nothing at all. But the way I see it, if you can afford to do this, then you don't need this. Because there ain't a child in America that says, Mama, we having a crab boil for dinner tonight? Nah. I read y'all posts. I know y'all be saying y'all kids love this stuff. Kids love food. If this is all you serving, they gonna eat it. But there ain't a kid that wants this over a Happy Meal or maybe a home cooked meal. I mean, I realize this is probably home cooked, but kids ain't checking for this. This is done out of greed, selfishness, and truly apathy. You don't care. You don't care. You up there feeding your child shrimp with the shells on them. If your child wants some shrimp, they probably want some popcorn shrimp. At best with the tail on it. The whole thing got the shell and everything on it. Big, long crab leg, whole potatoes, corn on the cob, lemon, other. Come on, man. This is not something that a child wants. Now, if they can be socially engineered into liking this, because this is what you cooking. But when they give you this, they don't mean for you to go get this. You're supposed to go get that. Now, I know times have changed a little bit, and there's a little bit of flexibility. So there are some labels out there. So where I'm being a tad bit dramatic into saying that you need to be getting generic food, maybe you don't need to be getting generic food. Maybe you can get name brand food, but name brand food is not this. And damn it, this is what y'all getting. When I see you having your cookouts and you got 4 ribeyes on the grill, 4 ribeyes. Where the hot dogs for the kids? Where the little hamburgers? You just got 4 ribeyes, and then you look at the top shelf, you got a whole bunch of shish kebabs. Beef and pork and chicken and onions and mushrooms, peppers. That ain't no kids' food. And the only way you got them ribeyes and the only way you got them shish kebabs was this. And I know some of y'all in the midst of this right now. Woo! Woo, woo, woo. Some of y'all in the midst of it. Some of y'all getting that rapid refund. A farewell to welfare. We need to stop doing rapid refund as a people.
Did you say nigga?
We need to stop doing rapid refund as a people. We need to stop it. I understand when you get them W-2, I get it. You want to get them in and get them out and get that money on the card so you can get the spending. You got past dues, you got shut off notices, you got some shit you need to catch up on, and you got to book that trip to Florida without the kids. Oh yeah, I know you're going to Florida without the kids. How can y'all be taking all these vacations without the kids when it's up to the kids for you to get that tax refund? If you didn't have kids, you wouldn't get that tax refund and Spirit Airlines would never hear your name. But no. No. Y'all get that tax refund and you get on your phone, get on Expedia, and get to booking trips. Shopping sprees in February, copping please in April. I don't want to hear shit. I've seen just such a gross usage of money during the pandemic when y'all was getting that PPP money. getting all them stimulus checks, getting that extra money each month because you had a kid per kid. Boy, y'all was out here balling. Y'all was out here balling. I'd see one of these every 3 days. I see one of these. Somebody had a seafood boil going in during the pandemic every 3 days. I bet you some of y'all was sending y'all kids to school with a little crab boil in a Tupperware instead of sending your kid to school with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, little bologna. You send a little Tupperware dish with a shrimp and a piece of corn. Yeah, you was doing it. You was doing it. Going nuts, Donald. Going nuts, dog. Don't be eating nothing during any of this tonight. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to make people spit. Yeah, shit quiet now. Shit quiet. Y'all lucky I ain't got y'all. I got crickets on here. Y'all lucky I ain't got crickets on here. If I had crickets, I'd be playing crickets too. Y'all know y'all know me. Y'all know me. Oh yeah. All that partying and shit. All that partying. Y'all was doing a thing. Steaks, potatoes. Crab boils. And I'm just talking about what y'all doing at your house. Don't let me start talking about you showing up at restaurants. Benihana, boy. Benihana used to see y'all on a Wednesday. No more weekends for y'all. When y'all was getting all that stimulus money, y'all was at Benihana's on a Wednesday. Up there with the kids. Up there with the kids on a Wednesday on a school night. But I guess you needed to take them. It was their money. You wouldn't have been up there if you hadn't got the rapid refund. No. You wouldn't have been up there without the rapid refund. No. No. Boy, I remember one time I was at the Fairlane Benihana. And it was before all the madness, before the pandemic and everything. But I was there and I remember hearing a lady ask, did they take EBT? Them two people looked at each other. They looked like, what? She trying to pay us with food stamps? They were like, no. And she had the money, but she just wanted to know. But to be honest, it wasn't really her fault that she was asking that. Because in Detroit, in the Detroit area, Detroit, Dearborn, little surrounding areas there, Wayne County, let's just say Wayne County. Let's just say Wayne County. You ain't gonna see it pop off as much in Washington County unless you know the folk. If you know the folk, they'll let you pull your card. I mean, literally and figurative. But they'll take EBT damn near on anything in Detroit. The money's all going in their bank account. They just got a way of taking it and ringing it up as a general merchandise. Oh, yes. She asked, y'all take EBT? And he's like, no. And then she ended up just giving him another little debit card. She was just making sure. Because she probably had a whole bunch of money on there to punch. Because they don't be going grocery shopping with the money. There's people that actually get the bridge card to sell the bridge card every month. They don't even get no food. They just get the bridge card and sell it. Now, back in my day, I know y'all be hating when I be saying back in my day, but back in my day, it was 50 cents on a dollar. Is it still 50 cents on a dollar? Is it when you sell your bridge card, is it still 50 cents on a dollar? You ain't got to answer and like incriminate yourself or something like that. Just let me know, yay or nay. Put 1 in the chat if it's 50 cents on a dollar. Put 2 in the chat if it's 60 cents on a dollar. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. All the fish fry. There you go. There you go. See? When y'all be going to get fish from Sam and Mike and Joey, yeah, y'all go get y'all, what's the other dude's name? Al. You go get your fish from Al. Al take EBT. And there's a strategic way that these fish markets will do it. See, what their contingency is, they got to sell fresh shit. They got to sell the fresh shit. They sell the fresh fish. So they're like a grocery store. They like a grocery store. What you say? Say me, if you have something to sell, eat real food. Cooking. If you got kids, why aren't y'all cooking? Or cooking food for kids? Why aren't you cooking food for kids? This ain't food for kids. This ain't food for kids. This is food for grown motherfuckers. Well, I'll say adult age motherfuckers. Because if you grown, you won't do this with children. Look, we done had a parents meeting over your house, and you had enough food to feed all your kids, fed the mothers that were there and the one father, grandfather. You fed like 11 people, and y'all still have food left over. So I know it can be done. I know it can be done. Now, let's just say you had a crab boil. We'd have been in over there fighting over an ear of corn, a couple scrimps. This is very true. This is very true. But there's some people who aren't as fortunate. And that's why I say it's got to stop. And we've got to get back to the basics. And another reason that I don't like seeing this type of behavior, because this type of behavior also lets me know that your child is either this or you putting a lot of fast food into your child. Because you can eat on this 2-3 days, but the kid's not going to want that the next day or the day after, whenever y'all, because y'all going to eat that shrimp until y'all get, what is it? Is it alkaline poisoning? What do you get with the iodine poisoning? What kind of poisoning you get? She wanted that for graduation. That's a special event. That's a special event. And your daughter at that age, she's 14. You got people up here feeding 6-year-olds crab boils. That's different. Iodine, there it is. Iodine poison. Yeah. They'll sit around, just eat shrimp till they get iodine poisoning. Yeah. Dummies. I've seen it. Just keep popping shrimp. We've got to stop doing it to ourselves. And when I say you've got this type of situation, I know you're feeding your kid fast food. And that's just bad news. There's probably foods that you probably shouldn't even be eating when they're a small child like this. Mess up the lining of their belly. And then you figure you feeding them fast food that ain't too much better on a regular basis. Because I understand you're going to have it. People going to eat it. But you feed your kids fast food 3-4 days a week. And I don't care if you're going to different fast food restaurants, you shouldn't be doing that. And I know that there's some fast food places that take EBT or that have taken EBT. I've heard about. You better get a bowl of beans, cornbread, and something. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, we're on our way back here. We're on our way back here, willingly or fighting it. Because we've got to say a farewell to welfare as we know it. As we know it. Y'all know anything about me, you know I follow what's happening in this country. And what I see happening in this country is a lot of the resources going away from people that are from this country. So when things start getting tight on the subsidizing of a people, who do you think is going to get tight for first? I've already heard about people losing percentages of their benefits because they find it any way to cut your bennies. They're going to cut the resources by hook or crook. They find in ways. Yeah. You struggling to stretch yours and they giving them to people that's swimming up on the shores. People wading in the water. As soon as they get here, they get a bridge card. And you struggling to stretch yours and you an American.
Did you say nigger?
You heard me. You heard me. I don't think people understand how close we are to a real reckoning. And I think we've had it real good here where I'm at in Washtenaw County. In Washtenaw County can make you feel oh so comfortable, oh so kept. It can make you feel like everything is all right. But the day of reckoning is on the way. And we just don't know what day it is. We have no day, we have no date that we can say it's coming. It actually could be tomorrow. What you say? Say that again. We standing at the front door of the day of reckoning. When we were growing up, Mickey D's, BK fast food, it was a treat, which is why it usually came on payday Friday, period. Home cooked meals were the real deal. Man, I didn't see no Mickey D's before Friday. I see no Mickey D's in the middle of the week. It just didn't happen. It didn't happen for me like that. Maybe for some of y'all, but not for me. But I'll see a kid now eat McDonald's 2-3 days a week. They'll have some Wendy's. You know, then they try to run it up a little bit and maybe Chipotle, Qdoba, Taco Bell. Try to mix it up a little bit. No, you're supposed to be eating the shit you cook. Your kids are supposed to be eating home-cooked meals. But they're not. That was the day. Friday was the day. Today was the day you got paid. The day we saw Mickey D's. Period. Wasn't no stretching that. And if you didn't get Mickey D's on a Friday, you got it on a Saturday. You know, some of us got Mickey D's on a Saturday because our parents or grandparents was cooking Sunday dinner and they started it Saturday night. They didn't have time to be cooking you nothing on Saturday night, so they got you some fast food. That's how some of us got it. I remember one night being McDonald's and one night being pizza. One night McDonald's, one night pizza. And don't let her be maybe like a house party. If there was a house party, then there was food at the house party. Yeah. There was a house party. There'd be food at the house party. What'd you say, Free? If we did it on Saturday, it was usually Pharaohs and Briarwood. Yep. And what about Bimbo's? We went to Bimbo's. You know, remember Bimbo's? Bimbo's had some good pizza. That was where I had my first pepperoni with the little puddle of grease in the center of the pepperoni. And then I graduated to DJ's, and DJ's had that pepperoni with the burnt edges around it and had a little puddle of grease in there. I'm past all that now. But those were the good old days. I know shit about this. I ain't know shit about this. You understand me? Our parents were on their jobs. They made what we needed to have. And I'm not saying that every meal I liked, because I didn't like everything that my mother cooked. But I tell you what, I didn't go to bed when she cooked liver and onions. I hated liver and onions. I just grew to like it because she wasn't cooking nothing else. And I just learned, you know what? You can't fight City Hall. Once I got old enough, then, you know, it was liver and onions night. I took my choice. Do I do liver and onions and some rice? Nah. Give me a bowl of cereal and shit. And then when I got some bread going, you know, I bought my own. See, here's the thing. I don't even eat tuna, Aisha. I don't even eat tuna. But I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying. Tuna casserole. I've just never, ever been a tuna fish fan. Never, ever. Indeed, they were Free. Indeed, they were on it. That's why I don't know how we got so far off track. How we get so far off track? From this and this to this. And I know y'all think I be missing a cylinder every now and then. He should have did this. He should have did that. But I like to say the best for last sometimes. Yeah. What?
Did you say nigga?
Mm-hmm. You want some cheese on that? Yeah. Keep refrigerated 30 to 40 degrees. 5-pound brick of cheese. This brings back so many memories. Why am I rhyming like that? I'm rhyming. I'm not even trying. 30 to 40 degrees, 5-pound brick of cheese brings back memories, whatever. Didn't even try to do that. I'm just in my flow right now. I don't know why. Yes, and didn't miss a beat. Didn't have the tools we do today, but some made it look easy, and we didn't have a worry in the world. Brother Don, I've been looking for a spoken word page, you know, because I just like to go in and like just, you know, spit a little bit, you know, get some feedback on myself. I can't find a spoken word page. How come they ain't got no spoken word pages out here? People just get on, just do their little videos and stuff. Or I'll even do like a Twitter space or something. Whatever, man. I just like to get the stuff off my chest. I write a lot, and just get it off my chest. What up, Sister Cooper? So I used to be mad as hell when my stamps didn't come and it's Saturday. I got to wait all the way to, wow. Yeah. So, hey, what happens with that? Is that like something that is common for? I thought it's supposed to come on a certain day, and if it doesn't come on that day, if that day falls on the weekend, ain't you supposed to get it before the weekend? They make y'all wait till after the weekend, so you go through the whole weekend without your stamps. Man, that's why people be down in DHS acting a fool. We just had create one. Look, man, I got too many irons in the fire as it is. So all I need to do is try to moderate another Facebook page or whatever. I'm talent. I'm just trying to come through and say what I got to say and step. And just beat it. Yeah, so I didn't know that happened like that. I always heard that if your day fell on the weekend, that you got your stuff before. They make y'all wait till that next week? Man, that's that government shit. Pasteurized processed American cheese donated by the United States Department of Agriculture for food help programs, not to be sold or exchanged. Oh, yeah, it was exchanged. Did people sell government cheese? I never saw no money change hands, but it was definitely exchanged for some goods and stuff. You gave somebody a brick of cheese, it's 5 pounds. Think about it. It's 5 pounds. Okay. 60 ounces of cheese. That's a lot of cheese. That's a lot of cheese. That's worth you trading them back some other stuff that you might have in your cupboards or pantry or whatever. 5 pounds of cheese. That cheese went a long way. And that was some of the best grilled cheese sandwiches ever. You ain't had a grilled cheese sandwich unless you had a government grilled cheese sandwich. And that's back when I ate white bread. We used to have Wonder Bread, and then we had Wholesome Bread. And I ate white bread growing up. And as I was a teenager, my mom, she switched over and started buying Home Pride wheat bread. Do they still make Home Pride wheat bread? I ain't seen Home Pride in a long time. We do Aunt Millie's now. But Home Pride wheat bread was a good bread. What? Oh, I know you was hot as fish grease. That's crazy. What's the excuse? How do you not put somebody's paperwork through? You don't think they kids got to eat? That's nuts. Your granny eat Home Pride wheat bread? They still make it in the yellow wrapper? Took 4 days to fix the problem. Did they give you some extra bread? They should have threw you some extra if they was that delayed. 4 days? Okay, I'm going to have to look for that Home Pride just for nostalgic sake. I think that was to answer my question. Did they give you some extra bread? I think that answered that question right there. Wow. But yeah, man, these were some humbling times. Well, truthfully, in my household, both of my parents work. My mother, my stepfather, they work. So to see stuff like this, a lot of times they got it from people who did qualify rightfully, whether it be family or friends. So it wasn't like we was above eating the government cheese. Oh yeah, we ate the government cheese. But for some, it was a necessity. You didn't have no cheese in your house unless you had this. We had Kraft cheese slices too. Don't get me wrong. We had Kraft cheese slices. We had individually sliced cheese. We sure did. But when it came to making a grilled cheese sandwich, this is what we used. Wow. See, robbing Peter to pay Paul. They put you in that position right there. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Yeah. You got to take some electricity money to go buy some food. And they should be giving you that money back so you can pay your electricity bill. Or you should be able to take your bill down there and be like, here, man, this bill was due and I had the money to pay it, but I had to use it for food because you messed up my bennies. Checks and balances. We check their ass and they balance us up. That's the way it should be. But nobody thinks that way. Nobody wants to put pressure on the government. Just vote blue all the way through. Told y'all that's their new slogan. It's not vote blue no matter who anymore. It's vote blue all the way through. These motherfuckers is crazy.
What did you say, nigga?
I'm not buying it. Crazy ass Joe got up there last week. They gave his ass some ginkgo biloba, some ginseng. They spiked him up real good. He got up there and got to hollering and shit. Send me the bill. Send me the bill. Whatever, nigga. Anybody that's got full confidence in Joe Biden right now, I need you to submit yourself for substance abuse testing and mental health counseling. Now. I need a psych eval done on you stat. If you think Joe Biden is it, I need you checked in. And don't check out till I get the full report. Fuck blue, fuck red. Pretty much, yeah. I hate it then and still do those Kraft cheese slices. Aftertaste was horrific. You talking about to the government cheese? The aftertaste? Joe need to get it. Oh, one way or the other, Joe's probably going to go. One way or the other. I don't see Joe making it in another 4 years. Joe be lucky if he get through this election. They start putting a little pressure on him. His heart rate is only going to go so fast before it says, fuck you, dog. Had enough of this shit. Jasmine Virgo, what's going on? Ain't seen you in a while. How you doing? I know I don't be up here the way I should be. I know. I'm supposed to be in here more. But when I do get in here, it's always good to see my friends. He wasn't in 4 years ago. He sure wasn't. And it was so crazy because a bunch of people was running. And then all of a sudden they were like, nah, we can't beat Trump. So they start backing down to Joe. How do you let a man that's twice your age come in and run your race? When I started looking at the way all them younger people was backing down, I'm like, come on, y'all. Y'all letting somebody that's old enough to be your granddaddy come in and run your race. Horrible, dog. Horrible. You about to get paid. Everybody about to gain some weight now. Oh no, the Kraft Americans. Okay, the singles. Yeah, so it doesn't have the same taste. So here's the thing about that government cheese. That government cheese actually was probably the most natural cheese that we ate in our lives. I mean, it was literally cheese. Have y'all seen the cheese mines? You know, they got cheese mines up underneath the country, like in Kansas or somewhere. There's literally cheese mines. You know how like they have the salt mines? They have cheese mines, and because it has to be so far under the ground. So you know, and it'll end up molding eventually, but there's so much of it. There's cheese mines under the ground. Is it like 36 feet? Something crazy. We don't have somebody come in here with MAGA on their mind. MAGA brains. Not maggot brains, MAGA brains. What you want Donald Trump elected for? Because he was giving up their bread. Because Donald Trump was tearing folks off. Donald Trump was tearing folks off. Well, the money that was coming through started with Donald Trump. But, you know, there's been money that's done came through since Biden's been in, but it was all kind of spearheaded by Donald. Yeah, Donald wanted to put his names on the check. I was like, come on, man. Why you need to sign the check? Why you need to sign that? That's some old enslaver tactics right there. I want to put my name on your money. No, that was not necessary, Donald. Send the check out, bruh. And a lot of y'all reaped them benefits. I tell you, you reaped them benefits. But look at you now. Look at you now. You could have invested in some real shit, but you chose to invest in this. Yeah. Speaking of investing, this sports gambling thing is really, really scary. It's got people betting on sports that don't even know anything about sports. They just betting, you know. I bet somebody runs out on the field in the second quarter and da-da-dee-da-da-da. I put 5 cents on that. I win $20. What? It doesn't have anything to do with the game. It just has something to do with somebody running onto the field, to the court. I bet so-and-so wears pink shoes tonight. And if he does, you can win what? Really? What happened to people just betting on the contest? There's two teams playing. You bet on one to win, or, you know, maybe you bet on one to lose. But none of that even comes into play anymore. People are actually betting. They're actually betting on things that happen during the game, might not even be in the game. I bet Denzel's sitting courtside tonight. Really? That's a bet? And there's stuff like that they're putting, and you fools are actually betting on. I say you fools because I know I got at least one sports gambler in this chat. Hell yeah, my children had everything. Folks hated me. We didn't have to leave the house because we was on home in home vacations. Yeah. And if you did what you were supposed to do because you acquired those funds because of the children, I have no problem with it. I have absolutely no problem with it. Spread your children's wealth on your children. And I don't really look at it as wealth per se, but that money comes from them. If those resources are created by them being on this planet, spend it on them. Spend it on them. Don't spend it on him. Y'all don't hear me. Spend it on them. Don't spend it on him. Yeah. Trying to tell you. I see a lot of y'all ladies out there got bridge cards that y'all give to the men's. But they not really men's. They just males. Don't no man walk around with a woman's bridge card who's got that money on that card for all the kids that she got and you out buying stupid shit with it. You don't take that card and do nothing but go buy some groceries with it. If that's what she gives it to you for. You don't go up to the corner store with that bridge card. That is not a self-serving card. But I see a lot of y'all doing that. But then you be up on these betting apps. How y'all got her bridge card and you betting too? Or you got her child support card linked into your FanDuel? You drawing that money off there too? Yeah. Any man that's out spending bridge card money will absolutely take money to go bet on sporting events. That's the same individual. Pull your pants up. Yep. I'm talking slow, like damn near qualifies for a handicap sticker. Slow. Yep. And he's also the same dudes. Oh, you got to go to work? I'm going to need them keys, mama. I'm going to need them keys. And we'll lay up with your car, playing video games, eating off your bridge card, and betting on sporting events off your child support card. And he can't wait for you to get home because you got this popping. I wonder if y'all leeches would go around these women if y'all could only buy this. What's crazy, I done seen this. I done seen women eating this and their kids eating ramen. How you eating a crab boil and your kids eating ramen noodles? What? How are you eating crab boils and your kids are eating noodles? Huh? I want to know. Yeah, I need to know. You working up a noodle pack for your babies while you sitting up here eating shrimp and crab, potatoes, some mushrooms in there, all kind of stuff in there. And you just broke a brick of noodles in some boiling hot water for yours. And be the first one up on Facebook talking about I ride for mine. I don't need shit from nobody. Yeah. If you got a couple extra, just give me the info. I'll call too. We can be a telemarketing team up in here. I need some people knocking on some doors this spring. Because I already know with this coming, oh yeah, this on the way. Because once they get this, it's no telling what they do. There's no telling what they do. Once the rapid refunds come popping, oh yeah. And it's so crazy because once they get the rapid refund, this bridge card going to stay loaded up. It's going to stay loaded up. They're going to forget they have it some days because they just going to get the spending off of this. They got all kind of plastic working their way. So I believe we need to return to the basics. And I'm not saying that you can only buy no brand food, or you should buy no brand food. But you should be thinking a little bit more practically when it comes to your children, because this ain't it. This for you and him, not them. Because like you said, you ain't dumb. You ain't dumb. It would be a humbling thing just to walk into a grocery store and they'd be like, "Do you have a bridge card?" "Yes, I do." "Well, you need to go right down this aisle here. This is where you start shopping." "Well, no, I need to go." "No, no, 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 ma'am. This is where you go right here." You know how humbling that would be for you not to be able to shop on the other side of the store where the name brand stuff was? You could only go to the generic labeled products. You know how humbling that would be for some people? You're going there because you're going to get this. And that's a far cry from you being able to get the ingredients for this. And then you get you a brick. Yeah. You get you a brick of cheese. Gone are the days for you being able to pick what type of cheese you're here. No, you're not getting any Monterey Jack, any Colby Jack, Swiss, sharp cheddar, mild cheddar. You're getting this American cheese donated by the United States government. That's what that should say, not the United States Department of Agriculture. It should just say the United States government. Take this brick and get. And keep refrigerated 30, 40 degrees. That's what it is, free. It's a brick. You hit somebody in the head with it, they won't know if they got hit with a cinder block or not. They wouldn't have thought they got hit with a brick of cheese. But you hit somebody in the head with a brick of 5 pounds of anything, just 5 pounds is a block. They're going down. They're going down. So, yeah. I didn't need this to be a call out session. That's why I really didn't speak on anybody specifically. I could have spoke on people specifically, but I'm not speaking on anybody specifically. For some of you grammatically challenged people, pacifically. When people say pacifically to me, I pretty much shut the conversation down. I let them finish speaking and then I walk away. Say pacifically to me and we're pretty much done here. Okay? Okay? But where I want us to be is I want us to be in the mindset, if we do have resources that we do garner from the government, it has to be looked at as a stepping stone. It's not a brick to build a house. We can't live there generation after generation after generation and think we're going to get out. And it's cause and effect. You got to understand the Democrats don't want you to get out. And I'm not going to jump up on a political soapbox here, but you got to understand the Democrats don't want you to get out. They want to keep shoveling you this shit. And every January to February, they want you filing for this shit. And you keep doing it, and you're going to be right back here with this shit. And I know y'all don't like it.
Did you say nigger?
But you heard me, because I don't stutter. I don't stammer. And there ain't no need to lie. You want to live here? When you live here, you're going to die here. That's it. And these trappings, they're killing you just as fast as the iodine poisoning. They're killing you just as fast as the fast food. They're killing you just as fast as the illicit substances that you're putting in your body. I'm not talking just about alcohol. Yeah, some of y'all drink too much. And I'm not talking about cannabis. But some of y'all putting things in your body that your body ain't supposed to have in it. And that's a problem. That's a huge problem. What controls you will kill you. You know how many people have been killed by the government? Have I said enough? Probably. Could I say more? Definitely. But do I need to? Not really. The day of reckoning is coming. And I don't want to see anybody here. And foolishly, I don't want to see anybody here. I'm not telling anybody not to have a seafood boil. But if you got 4 hungry mouths looking up at you, this isn't the smartest choice. It's just not. Get those growing bodies and brains some nutritional food. This is party food. This is happy food. This is once in a whatever blue moon food. 8th grade graduation food. But damn it, I'm telling you, you're closer to this than you think. You're closer to this than you think. Mama, what we having tonight? Food. Food. Appreciate anybody that checked out this live. Anybody that's going to check out the playback. The activity in the chat was good. It's good for me to come back and see some of the people that I see on a regular basis and see some people that I don't see on a regular basis. That's a good thing. For those who just sat back and just listened to the message, I appreciate y'all too. Whether you're looking at it as I got Twitter up there, YouTube, and Facebook. I'm going to upload the IG thing next time. I'm getting confused with the IG and the threads and all that. They're just putting too much stuff out here. Confuses me. I want to be able to hit one button and have it all go everywhere it's going to go. And then have them all kick back and, Facebook actually, dude, Facebook took something down that I was talking about, child predators. So you're telling me that I can't put up a message about child predators? Child predators are beating me now with a message? They said it could be looked at as bullying or something. What? So a child predator can do what they do, but I can't say what I think the repercussions and consequences need to be for a child predator? Wow. Vote blue all the way through, y'all. You're losing your rights by the second. Do you even understand that? You might do the right thing and use the system as a stepping stool and still be right in this aisle and still be looking at this can and still be looking at these products, even if you do everything right. You might just be. You want some cheese on that, nigga? And it's just getting bad out here for Americans. It's getting bad out here for us. And the fact that you're still being fooled by political parties, it's getting worse. And the fact that you don't think that you need to do something just a little bit extra to maintain your market share in this republic. I love when people get into that debate. It's not a democracy, it's a republic. What difference does it make for you? You're scamming the system anyway. It doesn't make any difference. Do what you do. Actually, don't. Stop stealing. We just can't live here, y'all. We can't live here. We're going to die here. One love.
Yeah, rappers stepping to me. They want to get some, but I'm the cat, so yo, you know the outcome.
Rappers stepping to me. They want to get some, but I'm the creeper, so yo, you know the outcome.
Rappers stepping to me. They want to get some, but I'm the cat, so yo, you know the outcome.
Rappers stepping to me. They want to get some, but I'm the creeper, so yo, you know the flow.
Yeah. Who want to see me act a fool? Grab the mic and broadcast like the 6 o'clock news. Reaching my peaks when I excite the crowd. And MCs get dealt with quick for crying out loud. I packed a little something every rump of your subs. Back happy in the house, I'll show your MC some love. My slow flow keeps you on the go like no dose. Plus, I'm your doctor on call for the down low. It's just the light thing that functions what I bring. Like Mary J sang, I got real love for this game. Yeah. Never coming lame, I'm in the streets, not peak. What time is it? Time to play for keeps. Check it out, I'm coming with that soul sonic force, of course. Running rugged like a thoroughbred horse. Got my torch in my hand like I'm starting the Olympics. Microphone stays on fire cause I'm gifted. Terrific. I still got juice like high C. Plus I'm funking up your liver like 2 quarts of OD. So knock knock, who is it? It's your fat MC. Once again, ready to bounce down these roads and streets. Yeah, fill my cup up, fool. And let's blaze up the weed to the old school. Let's ride.